Hi, family. I'm sure you guys heard already. I was alerted by one of my cyber family members that I chat with offline that Danilo made bail. He is the younger looking one that had kind of like the man bun that got out of the car. I think he was number 11 or 12 that was arrested. Anyway, he made bail, $500,000. 10% of that would be, do the math, girl, do the math. I believe $50,000. And if family members have a house, they can easily put the house up and stuff like that. I've been telling you guys, do not be surprised. If you watch my junior videos that I have shared with you, I told you guys, do not be surprised if the people in the cars don't get as much time as you think, or even any of the other suspects. If you've been following criminal cases in New York, if you've been following what's been going on in the news, drug dealers get more time. Drug dealers get more time than people that commit murder. It's sad. It's to me, in my opinion, if you want to weigh a good crime and a bad crime, I think taking someone's life is the ultimate. But unfortunately, the laws don't work that way. If he does post bail and they do have enough funds, he has to surrender his passport and he has to wear an ankle monitoring device. I believe Emmett Till was in court. I told you guys I follow Felice Justice and I also follow Jake on IG. So it will be interesting to see if they make bail. I'm sure the family had to be prepared, and I think sometimes lawyers have an idea of what the judge may set the bail at. I think he's going to make it, personally. I think the family is going to get together and post bail. There has been a lot of support for this particular, I've seen support for him. People are saying that's not him, that's not like him, he's a good kid or whatever. But again, everybody's good, you know. Everybody's family member feels that way. So we'll have to see, but just prepare yourself and do not be surprised. Do not be surprised. I'm not surprised. I've had my heart broken many times with high-profile cases. I've shared with you about the Trayvon Martin case. I've shared with you about the Casey Anthony case. A lot of people that we thought were going to get time, and they're walking free. There was a woman in Florida who used their stand their ground law. Her husband was abusive and he was coming at her. She fired a couple of warning shots. I don't even know if she's out of jail. Just from firing warning shots, and the gun was legal. She was sentenced to, I think, 20 years or something. And she had young kids, 3 young children, and she's in jail. The justice system is effed up. So if you're looking for justice, and we hear that justice for Junior, there's not going to be any true justice, because regardless, these animals, you know, if they get 10, 15 years, even 20 years, they're still alive. They're still breathing. They're still having interactions with people. They still can go on to go to college. If they didn't finish high school, they still can go on to finish school. They can marry. They can have kids. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So, listen, we can pray, but unfortunately, this justice system is messed up. And can God fix it? Do I believe he can fix it? Do I believe he can bring change? Yes, I do. But this world is just so corrupt right now. If you turn on the TV every day, it's another tragedy. It's another life lost. It's something going on. It's just prepare yourselves, okay? Because I don't think the outcome is going to be what we want it to be. You can call me Negative Nancy, but just watch. I'm not surprised. And why, I was going to end the video, but this is what I want to share with you guys. And if you've watched any of my other junior videos, were they a part of the chase? Yes, they were in the car. But you can't prove their intentions. You can't prove that they were saying, yeah, get him, get him, get him. If they were passengers in a car, I mean, what are you going to do? Jump out the car when it's rolling? And I'm not defending them. But what I'm trying to say is, in order to convict someone and in order for a jury to find somebody guilty, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that his intention was to kill Junior. His intention was to harm Junior. You can't prove that just because he rode in a car that chased him. Okay, now I'm not on this side, but I'm just trying to show you from both sides of the fence. A defense lawyer can say, hey, my defendant was just riding in the car. He had no knowledge that they were actually going to kill him. He thought they were just going to speak to them. If my client was a killer, he would have went into the bodega. My client was, 20 feet up the street. He showed me on a surveillance camera that he physically touched Junior. So I think, and I've shared with you guys before, I think that the prosecutor overcharged not all of the defendants, but for the non-violent, when I say non-violent, I mean for the people that did not go into the bodega and participate in the physical attack. I think they were overcharged. I can get charging them with gang affiliation. I can get charging them, but to charge them with second-degree murder, that is a hard burden to prove. This is my opinion. You can have a different opinion. Please keep the comments respectful. It's a hard burden to prove a passenger in the car intended to commit murder. Now, I think she would have been more successful, whoever came up with the charges, if they would have maybe charged them with, because they didn't report the crime, they didn't turn in the drivers, they didn't turn in the other people that was involved in the attack. And because it was, 3 or 4 cars, you could say, hey, we was just out hanging out, so we didn't know where they were going. We didn't know that they were, I'm just saying, you got to understand that there's loopholes and you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. And a true non-corrupted jury member, I know I'm saying it wrong, but a true juror who is a neutral jury and hearing the story, not so much emotionally invested like we are. The problem is we're so emotionally invested, we're saying guilty, guilty, you got him on tape, murderers, murderer, because we're so emotionally invested. But somebody else might say, well, how do you know that they really wanted to do harm? If they wanted to do harm and kill him, why weren't they involved in the attack? They were just riding in cars and they waited. They didn't go over there. So that's what I'm trying to say. Just be prepared, guys. This may be the first of a few others to make bail, okay? This is just my take on it, and I don't know. I don't know. It's a mess. All right, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think.